Welcome back to another episode of TVGP's We Roguelike It. This is our ranking episode. I am your host, Boston PhD. Joining me as always, Dr. Moon.
Howdy.
As a friendly reminder here before we get started, next month's game is Loot River, currently available on Game Pass, among other platforms. So if you got that Game Pass, you got that Loot River, come go on a journey of discovery with us. We know almost nothing about the game, so you can learn alongside us. But before that, let's talk about our ranking here of Going Under. Let's talk about our final thoughts here real quick, and answer the question we ask every month, which is, are we going to keep playing this game? Start with you, as always, Mr. Moon. Sorry, Dr. Moon.
I don't know. Maybe for achievements, but if I do, that's literally going to be the only reason why.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much good about this game, and it's all let down by one main thing.
One tiny little thing.
One tiny little thing. The whole thing, the whole concept of the video game.
The whole gameplay part.
Probably not. Even for achievements, probably not, but we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I don't really want to belabor the point because I feel like we've been pretty clear about how we feel about this game throughout its entirety. It's cool, it looks cool, it sounds cool, it's got great style. The writing is maybe too good in a laugh so you don't cry sort of capitalist nightmare way. A lot of it is really great, and it's one of those games that you run into every once in a while that seemingly everybody really loves, and it just didn't click with us. Sort of surprising it didn't click with both of us, because usually one of us will be like, this game I've ever played, and the other person's like, well, man, it doesn't do it for me.
Yeah.
But not this one. Not Going Under. Sorry, Going Under. It's not you. It's definitely us.
Yeah, in this case, based on what other people are saying, yes.
Yes, it's definitely us. So let's figure out where it sits on our list of the best roguelikes of all time. Before the show started, we figured we'd start here at number 40. So it's Going Under better than Dungeon of the Endless?
Yes, because you're the only psychopath who likes that game.
I love it so much. I'm so grumpy it doesn't run on my PS5. I'm starting back over on my Series X. Those jerks. It's on Game Pass. Is Going Under better than Don't Starve? This one's tough because I really like Don't Starve, but it has like the thinnest connection to roguelikes, I think. Like, it does have runs, but maybe it's more of a I think it's low on the list because it's more of a survival game than it is a roguelike.
It's the Darkest Dungeon dilemma, is what
100%.
we'll refer to it from now on.
That's right.
3Ds, man.
That's right. Not Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. It's the Darkest Dungeon dilemma.
I think it does. It's more roguelike even than I almost said Darkest Dungeon.
Right.
Than Don't Starve.
Is Going Under better than Flint Hook?
This is the big question.
Two games that did not click with us that people seem to like.
But weirdly, they also didn't click with us for the same reason.
Sure, yeah. Well, Flint Hook.
Reason...
One of Flint Hook's biggest problems is that it's mean. Like, it's mean about progression.
Yeah, but also it controls like completely not a dog crap.
Right. On console, at least. I know mouse and keyboard is a different experience.
I would say yes, because you can actually play this game.
That's fair.
I'm so annoyed with Flint Hook because, number one, the achievements are glitched, and number two, it's impossible to control on a controller effectively.
Right. Is Going Under better than Moonlighter? I like Moonlighter a lot. This is...
I should, on morals alone, put Going Under above Moonlighter.
Right. Achievement, morals.
That's exactly why, because I still am at an odd number, and it's still that game's fault.
Right.
But it's a lie. Going Moonlighter is better than Going Under. The combat is more simplistic. The world is probably slightly more simplistic, but it does have the cool managing the shop mechanics.
Yeah,
Um,
the loop between going in the dungeon for materials to go send them, to go in the dungeon to go sell them, like that whole loop when you get the thing I'll always say about Moonlighter is by the time I get kind of sick of going in the dungeon, my pack is full and I'm going out of the dungeon. By the time I'm sort of like, yeah, I'm ready for this day of sales to be over. Yep, day's over. Let's go back in the dungeon. Like that it feels you're just in each activity long enough, and like the combat in Moonlighter isn't anything to write home about either. But I feel like it feels good. It's just not as it's not the deepest thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Screw it. Going Under stops here. Moonlighter is
Yeah,
better.
yeah, I think I'm there with you, and man, like we've been talking about, I wish I could place it higher. I wish it clicked with me. I wish. You know, like I just it
You
just
know what the
didn't
biggest
happen.
change I would personally make?
Hmm.
Make Going Under isometric.
Hmm. Yeah, that's not a
So
bad
that way
idea.
you have a very clear view, like kind of twin stick it a little bit, a very clear view of where you are
Hmm.
and what you're aiming at and what you're swinging at. Because, I mean, obviously the problem with that then is you have the flying enemies and stuff like that. But
Sure.
the biggest issue I have with Going Under is its combat. It's the
Yeah.
third person behind the back combat, which is so unpredictable at times that it makes it nigh on impossible.
Yeah. It never felt snappy enough to feel super rewarding.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. All right, well, then that means that Going Under is our 38th best game here. It's in the top 50. Hey,
Dude, stop saying that. That's pretty
spoiler
bad.
alert, they all are.
Uh-huh. Dude, only for a short while longer.
Yeah, just a couple more games and we'll have 50 here because I think this was our 45th game here.
I
Yeah,
believe
this is our
so.
45th ranking episode. So this is our 45th game. So just a couple more games until we can crack that top 50, which is a really, quite frankly, crazy thing to say. This spreadsheet we have here for our ranking is almost does not
Getting
fit on
untenable.
one screen. So that's a real wild thing. Um, all right. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for listening, and we'll see you next run. Bye.
Bye.